Good evening and welcome to the CCMFans Report. I'm Arthur Fischel. Tonight, we cover Round 7 for the men and the rescheduled Round 6 for the women. A weekend disrupted by significant weather events. A challenging Saturday for the region began with extreme heat and high winds.
It was a tough day. A bushfire at Coolywong resulted in the loss of 12 homes, a difficult time for the community.
Indeed. The conditions forced the postponement of the A-League women's fixture against Newcastle, a sensible precaution given the heat.
Absolutely. And then the weather turned again. A severe electrical storm moved in, delaying the men's kick-off by an hour.
So by the time we actually kicked off, it felt like a very long day. When the men finally took the field against Sydney FC at 8:30 p.m, it was under bizarre conditions. Even the Masterfoods Sauce Bottles had been seen deflating in the wind earlier. They looked like they'd just seen the starting lineup.
Thankfully, they recovered for the match.
However, the team sheets revealed a significant omission for the visitors. Key Sydney midfielder Paul Ocon Jr. was ruled out with a long-term injury, a blow to their structure.
It was a massive blow for the Mariners. It was probably the biggest boost to Sydney's performance all night.
Quite. The atmosphere remained subdued. The stands were starkly empty.
It was eerie. A Saturday night against Sydney used to bring at least 10,000 fans. Tonight, just the diehards. Between the heat, the wind, and the storm, most people just stayed home.
Those who did brave the elements saw the Mariners start with intent. Brad Tapp found the net in the 10th minute with a right-footed shot from the centre of the box.
Tappy! The relief was palpable. And honestly, Arthur, Christian Theoharis actually looked like a footballer tonight. Even the doubters admitted he made a difference.
He did provide a quality delivery from the corner, but the tactical discipline dissolved rapidly. In the 28th minute, a defensive turnover invited pressure.
Warren Moon saw it coming before anyone. He was so furious he stood up and ordered the entire bench to warm up immediately. Seconds later, it was in the net.
Sydney equalised in the 29th minute through Toure.
And then the curse set in. We hit the woodwork 3 times, twice in the 36th minute alone. If the crossbar was a player, it would have been man of the match.
Statistically improbable, but typical. Our possession dropped to 35%, and the game began to descend into farce. Victor Campuzano missed a chance well over the top.
And then he blamed the goalposts. He stood there waving his arms angrily at the crossbar, as if it had deliberately ducked under his shot.
He found his range eventually, unfortunately. The deciding moment came in the 68th, when Campuzano headed home freely in the box for Sydney.
Unforgivable defending. The supporters called it schoolboy stuff, leaving 2 players completely unmarked in our own area.
The match ended in the usual controversy. A penalty shout was denied, and Ufuk Talay spent the evening verbally engaging with the officials.
Embarrassing was the word used for Talay. As for the referee, the words disgrace and blatant cheating were trending among the fans.
2-1 loss, and frankly, the less said about the defending, the better. From the disappointment of Saturday, we moved to the rescheduled fixture on Sunday night. The women faced the Newcastle Jets at 7 p.m. after the heat had well and truly vanished.
Vanished is right. It was certainly a lot fresher, but at least the club made it free entry.
A sensible gesture. However, the generosity appeared to extend to the defence in the first half. The Jets took the lead in the 22nd minute through Lauren Allen.
Typical. We dominate the midfield, Trimis is having a field day on the right, and we still go down 1-0 to the scum. The mood in the stands was, let's say, colourful.
The response, however, was clinical. Annalise Rasmussen equalised just before the break, and then added a second in the 71st minute to take the lead.
Finally, one fan on the forum said Rassi needs to be more Cummings and less Edmondson in the box. 2 goals against the Jets? That's Cummings enough for me.
The floodgates opened shortly after. Tamar Levin struck from outside the box in the 78th, and Eliza Familton added a 4th in the 84th. A comprehensive 4-1 victory.
Newey get battered. Everywhere they go. It's the only song that matters. 4-1 against the rivals makes up for a lot of Saturday's pain.
It was marred, however, by a concerning injury to goalkeeper Sarah Langman, who left the field in the 86th minute with a non-contact knee injury.
That looked nasty. The forum is already worried. Fingers crossed for Sarah. She's been massive for us.
A 4-1 win, possession at 57% and a dominant display. A rare bright spot in a difficult weekend. Which brings us to the Mooned Report, the official tally for the men's season so far. 2 full moons, 2 half moons, and, regrettably, 3 lunar eclipses.
That number is creeping up, Arthur. Getting a bit dark in here, isn't it?
Turning to the ladders. The men currently sit in 8th position.
Mid-table mediocrity. It's familiar, warm and slightly suffocating.
The women, meanwhile, hold 7th place.
Climbing slowly. If we keep playing like Sunday, we'll be fine.
Looking ahead, the men return to Gosford this Friday night to host Auckland FC.
The Black Knights are coming. The forecast says storm, but let's not be too sure. They call it the Bureau of Maybiology for a reason.
And the women travel away on Sunday to face Western Sydney Wanderers.
Away day, Wanderers. Let's make it another 4-1, shall we?
Until next time, may your goalposts be friendly and your postponements be timely. This has been the CCM Fans Report.